Okay, so one thing I'm going to say is I think it's really cool that we can just do nothing right now because we can edit all this out. Like,
Awesome.
we have the option. We're not live. And I thought about that too, like before we came, like, should we go live?
No.
Or like, I was like, nah, because low key, we're going to be recording already. I'm really introducing myself to the world, smoking a blunt. I want them to know this side of me. Yes. I don't know how pothead that is. But it might be a little pothead-ish.
I don't think it's pothead-ish. Not the way the world is going.
In this regard.
They have a whole podcast called Weed and Wine.
Facts.
Whoa.
Facts.
See, you're really into podcasts. That's why I invited you. Okay, so let's hop into it. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Real Recap with Callie. Let's play it by ear, episode 38. As you can see, coming to you from a visual standpoint, here with my beautiful line sister.
Hey.
Yes, here with my beautiful Tiff. This is my sis too, like out in the streets. This my sis as well, definitely. These are two people who know me like in my authentic self. They've seen me in my depressive ass moments, my highest moments. I love them so much. I've known them for 5+ years at this point. They've been able to embrace the growth, correct me when I'm fucking up and when I'm being me. And you know, I love y'all for that. So thank y'all so much for coming.
I was saying we love you too.
You know,
especially the whole thing about the 5+ years. That's real.
Yeah,
that's real. Those are friendships.
Yes, they are.
First of all, we're not even going to discuss our love for each other and how that blossomed. But you know,
they can say whatever they want about Greeks, y'all, and y'all know each other, and y'all just met, but like you don't even know the love that is shared between a line brother or a line sister. Like, I hate to be Greeky, but I'm just gonna get into that. Y'all just don't understand. And Tiff is an SG Rose, so speak on that. Like, you definitely
like
your line is bigger too.
No, well, it's not that bad. It's only like 5 of us. Yeah. So, right. But that's what I'm saying. That just us when with like the Zetas or whatever, it's always, you know, the 5 or 6 or whatever. You never see like the 100+ lines or whatever. So when you say big, I
can't relate.
No shade. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I can't relate. We see it all the time.
We do.
You know,
going back to my line.
Yes.
I turned 10 this year.
Okay.
And I talked to my
interesting time to turn 10.
And she's active.
Yes.
And she's active.
I am active.
Shout out to the active sister sorors.
And we talk every day. My fans and I, we talk literally every day.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
About random stuff.
Yeah.
So,
catch up. Yeah. Nice. Where do they all live?
Texas. One actually lives in Philly, and then Ohio. And I'm here.
And you're here.
Yeah.
Living the big life. Okay, so let them know where you're from.
Me? Oh, hi guys. Okay, introduce myself, right? My name is Tiffany. I go by It's Tiffany B on all platforms. I'm originally from Ohio, and I'm dope. Like, period. Like,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Tiff, Shanti, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Shanti. I am a native of Harlem. West Harlem.
To be exact. I don't know what they do over there, but
there's a lot you can do in West Harlem. I feel.
I just mean like, but I don't know. I don't know. You know, niggas do different things, different areas. I don't know.
That's true.
Cool Harlem kid on this side.
Yes. Peaceful.
From Harlem. What's up? That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Like,
nice. So how's quarantine been for y'all?
Oof.
Right?
Okay. Listen, at first, when it first started hitting, I was like, I can do this. I can work from home. I'm lit. Okay.
Nice place.
Nice. Right. Until shit started to shut down. Like, down. I was like, I just got to be in my house?
Yes.
Wait, I didn't think about that part.
Yes.
But I did have a friend, if you're listening, shout out to you, who is sending me food every day.
Nice.
Anything that I wanted, he gave me. So that was good.
Okay. Shout out to friend.
Yes. I guess.
But I guess.
Shout out.
Shout out to in, and
I'm sorry, friend. I tried.
Nah, he already knows.
See, we didn't even get to the creepy set. We didn't even get to the creepy fucking part of this
may not even be a friend then. My bad.
We didn't even get to that yet. She just so happened to mention him in the highlight of the positive moment. Yeah, so that was cool.
It's cool.
Shout out to you for your positive moment. Friend.
Yes, that was the peak of his career. That jacket was the peak of his career.
What? That jacket is fire. Yeah. I can't wait till I wear that. I don't even know I'm gonna wear it to. Everything's still shut down.
I want you guys to see what happens when you become this man. When you become this man and you start doing these amazing things, she doesn't say like, "Oh, I'm getting wet." She says, "That's nice." Yeah, that's it. That's nice. Like,
because time and again, not gonna hold you. I've been told him, and I tell other guys this as well. You cannot buy my love.
Period. Right. I'm not that type of girl. It's not for sale.
It's not for sale. Nah, you can give me whatever I want, but I'm not that girl. I care about experiences, and if we're not having those, then
it doesn't work.
Right. Thank you, friend.
Trips.
I don't have experience with
other
sounds
niggas, like she likes trips, y'all.
Trips. Yes. Trips. Do you have your passport? Right.
Open up her mind.
Because if you don't have that, we can't go anywhere, then what are we doing?
Absolutely.
I've already been places, so if you're not introducing me to nowhere new, thank you, friend.
Aww. Because what do we want? We want like experiences and direction, connection. So like someone that has a direction and where they're looking to go with their time, someone that can possibly connect you to something that's better. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, people get caught up in the finances of gold digger, but what about, like, simple connections? What about the introduce? Right. I'm the product, sir. I need you to introduce me.
Right.
I can sell me. Point blank. Like, I need you to do that. I need you to believe in me enough to want to do that.
True.
Without my pussy.
Without it.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's how quarantine's been for me. And then I had a moment where I had to go down. Home. I don't know why I went down home.
Yeah. Describe the home as down.
Because I had to touch down real quick in Ohio. Like.
Y'all, right?
Absolutely.
Going home, no tip. We did it refreshing. We did it refreshing. We did it refreshing.
I even steamed my pussy when I was home.
Oh, how was that?
It was good.
What is it called? It's called the
It's a yoni steam.
Yes,
yeah,
the yoni steam. Yes.
Shout out to the girls that do yoni steam.
Oh.
Yes, shout out to the girls that do. I did my own. I went and got the herbs for it and everything. And
that's why your skin looks like that.
What herbs did you use, if you don't mind?
I gotta come back to it. Let me find them.
Okay.
Because I know which ones. I know one of them I used like a blue. It's like a blue lotus flower.
Okay.
I used mugwort, which is supposed to help with
detoxification. Yes.
All of that. I know I used some other ones, so let me go find the exact list.
Yo,
come back.
How is a nigga not gonna buy a yoni pussy food every day?
Right.
Like, come on. Like,
ain't even had it.
Good personality,
care
smart,
of it,
and she
so
takes care of her box. She's gonna get Ruth Chris every day because it's on Uber Eats. Like, I'm not mad at him. It's the peak. I'm gonna give him a little slack when he gets to the creepy section, nigga. I'm gonna give him a little slack because you over there sitting on gold and shit. Like, yo, pot of gold. Yes, yoni.
Oh, yes.
I love it. Okay, how has quarantine been for you?
Okay.
Oh. So
as an introvert, unless you already know, I do not go outside for what? So when everybody is now in your sacred space freaking out, it's like, okay, everything shut down. You can't fucking leave.
They're just in your shit.
And I want you to leave.
I want you to go.
Because this great experience that I've now been looking forward to is completely tainted because it's not fun when people are around.
Or in your space.
In your space.
Talking.
Constantly and then dealing with their crazy bullshit because they can't deal and you're just like, leave. Like, just go home. So dealing with the people that I live with now constantly for 4 or 5 months at this point, it's been very taxing, but very eye-opening because it's literally, well, if we can't get along together, the apocalypse is happening outside. Like, if you can't get along with the people in your space,
what are we gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Like, these are the people.
Not an option.
It's not.
Right, and these are people that you now have to collectively come together with to keep each other safe and healthy. And granted, it's all family members, but when you get older, we all know how those dynamics and relationships
they become
change.
humans.
Yep. And the thing about, because I don't care, I'm a New Yorker, rent's too high. I live with my mama. Shout outs to you, mama.
Shout outs, my special, definitely.
So with my mom. Okay, so as a child, seeing your parents be people is very interesting. That's something that we're not used to. So to see like my mom like freak out and be a person has been eye-opening in the sense of, I don't know who that woman is. Cause my mama knew how to hold it down. Like my mama don't cry. She don't do that.
In front of her kids.
I see like,
but in front of her adult kids,
right? Like okay, like my mom is crying. Like my mom is freaking out. Like she's a real human being, and that's been. It's kind of been refreshing and funny at the same time because I'm starting to see who my mom was before she had me.
Right,
and she's so interesting because she's so annoying and I love her because my mom is like a spoiled little baby and I don't mind catering to her because she caters to me, but it's funny, like my mom is spoiled, like that's who she is as a person.
Yes.
And the giving mother that I still have is there, but it's like, who are you? Like, go to the store, Mom. Okay. I'm going to bring you your stuff. No problem. Like, there's no sense in fighting. But seeing who they are, like...
on a day basis.
And you have to sit there and deal with that.
That's different. Actually, that's exactly what I saw going home, too.
Right.
I had to really deal with my parents in, like, real time.
Right. Who they are.
And it was like... I don't know if I like you.
Right. Because now
I love you. Right. But do I like you?
Do I like you as a person?
But I love my parents. Shout out to my parents.
Yes. And I had the opposite of that. Like beforehand, I felt like I don't like you because I feel like you don't see all that I do and you don't appreciate me. So I can't really fuck with you as an adult. Like I love you as my mom. Right. I love you as my parent. But the sacrifices I do make, I see the sacrifices you make and I appreciate that. But what I learned being home with her every day, y'all, first off, excuse my language, but that's my bitch.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, shout out to my mom, right? Bro. Yvonne Torres. Right. Shout out to you.
Kiana Chestnut / Ganter. Shout outs to her.
Yes.
Because you're able to see the sacrifices that your parents made. You're able to see the person that they are now. Right. And also quarantine really forced you to communicate. Right. You had no choice because why would you want to live and be in energy that's negative? Exactly. And that's heavy. Right. You don't want that.
But I will say for that part, like, that brought a whole new set of challenges too because you're also confronted with your mom's or whatever parent you're dealing with's trauma. Because that tends to come out
and
in times of grief. And you're seeing them like, and for me, it was like, oh, this is everything that you fought through being a mom.
Right. Yes.
Like, this is everything that I possibly also added on to. And you're sitting there confronted with their struggle while also dealing with your own. But in quarantine, I'm not going to lie, like, my personal struggles have been minute, praise God. But to see your parent freak out and just become that person and their insecurities, it's very daunting because your parent is supposed to have it.
Yeah.
And when they don't and you see them who they are,
what do you do? Like, then you got to have it because they raised you to have it.
Right.
So then you got to step in and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. We're going to reshift this energy.
Absolutely.
I was to reshift the fuck out of energy in that house, y'all. And like, I'd be like, ooh, it's not an argument. Let's reshift this energy, y'all.
Like,
I bought all these grams. I got 7 different grams. Go pick your gram. I'll roll it up. Like, reshift the energy, you know? Let's relax because living in negative Like,
I mean,
I don't want that. I can't do that.
Especially when it's...
Shout out to our generation, though, y'all. Because like, our parents would deal with toxic shit and be like, oh, it's just... We were talking about that today. Yes,
we were talking about that.
And just thinking that shit is, like, normal and, like, oh, it's toxic
not.
because, oh, it's just your grandma or it's just your aunt. Like, no, that's just negative. I don't want that.
It's okay to say no to negativity.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But that's the funny part about our specific, like, place in the millennial, like, arc. Like, we're the bridge generation. We literally lived through a part of one thing and then literally saw the birth and the beginning of another. Like, we are that generation that connects to, I'ma whoop your ass. To the, you know what? Let's have a conversation because you don't need to always do that.
Right.
Parents.
Who don't need to whip ass?
Like, but we still understand
yes, we do.
Needs to be beaten. And I use that term very loosely.
Because you got me. I'm not playing with you.
But that being said, we're also the generation that understood, like, this is abusive.
It is. We knew where the line was. Like, people joke about, like, oh, extension cords and shit. Like, your mom was actually abusing you. And this is why now you can't communicate your anger and why you feel like, oh, black women are so angry and this, that, and the third because your mom was beating you with extension cords. And or leaving you.
Kept those exchanges when we're like, yo, you got me with extension cords, and everyone's like, oh, hell yeah, and we're laughing. Those are literally stories of trauma that we're bonding over.
Yo, black people can bond over some trauma.
Like war stories. They're war stories. Like,
they are. That's why we are strong.
But it also, but the funny part is, whenever you talk to somebody about it, it just made you feel not crazy. Because that was another thing. Because as children, we did know something was horribly wrong with the things we would get beat with. And I'm not saying that I got beat with certain things.
I have to go get a switch. I think that is slavery passed down.
I've heard it is. I've heard of that. But, like, specifically, like,
that makes sense.
We just exchange war stories. Like, that's all it is. And I'm not saying that it's right, wrong, or indifferent. It's just what we bonded over.
But that discipline made us disciplined.
Absolutely.
We not putting on vests shooting up shit.
Absolutely.
But just imagine if we were, though. Breonna Taylor's killers would be in jail.
But that's the thing. We learn to be respectful and have manners, but we also learn to kick ass and stick up for ourselves. From the same parents who we got toxicity from, because they also understood that we needed freedom that they didn't have. So what I will say is, with our parents, thanks. And with us, shout outs to us, like, for even, like, taking what we were taught, because our parents told us to be vocal even though we weren't allowed to be vocal.
Stay out of grown folks' business.
Facts. Children need to be seen,
and the fact that my brother does not
but always
have that,
speak up if
14.
something happens. Well, he's a part of a whole different generation.
He is.
That generation has nothing to do with us.
And I love him coming into the conversation because he gonna hit it with something else.
They hit it hard.
Didn't even think about that, bro.
See,
you're right.
With their generation, they hit it so hard, and there's, like, such a lack of respect. And you, being the bridge of the millennial generation, you respect it and you don't all at the same time, because it's like you have to give respect to earn it. But we're also that generation that automatically gives you respect until you do something.
Because we have, like you said, the both sides of it.
Their generation is like, you gotta earn that. I do not respect you. And that is hard, because then it's like,
our parents' generation.
No.
Oh, theirs. Oh, the 14.
They care about things that are...
They care about being respected. But they will not show respect. Like, that's not a thing to them. And I'm saying all of them. But for the most part, they come at you disrespectful. And it's like, okay. But when you match that energy, you didn't respect me. Right. And I can say that working with kids, like, they come at you at the gate and you just... Once you get them in the space where you need to get them and have the conversation, it's literally like, okay, I know you didn't respect me, but why? Because no one ever showed you respect, but you're being disrespectful.
How has been teaching via Zoom in this stage? Like, what houses have you seen?
First of all, before you go into all... I just want to commend all of the professionals, the teachers, the people who, the parents,
because those are first responders as well.
Like, they are first responders. You guys literally had to take what you do every day and shift it online in a matter of days. Literally.
And that's your money. Your money right there. So you're either going to get with it or you're going to get lost.
Right.
And watching my brother, like, go through it with a Brooklyn College, I was like, the fact that he was able to get through it, I celebrate that shit, y'all, because his professors were racist. And his professors didn't give a fuck. Like, not all of them, but he at least had 2 out of his 5 that really, like, dry education, didn't really give a fuck, didn't spice it up, no nothing. But also, like, the history and knowledge that you're giving is very racy.
I was about to
like, it's very racy. Because you're 26 and a Trump supporter.
If I'm paying for it, wait, what?
College,
because you're paying for college at this point.
Right.
At this point,
right. Your voice matters.
Thinking about homeschooling.
Oh,
yeah. When I have children, because
yes, back to how was it?
Like, there's so many revelations happening with everything involving history and the dynamics of Black people specifically. My biggest problem. Y'all didn't know our textbooks were racist?
Wait,
they're like,
people didn't know that?
You didn't know that the information in our textbooks was bullshit? You're looking at textbooks that we had from 1993 in the 2000s. So textbooks that I personally had to read and knew there was bullshit thanks to my Black ass parents teaching me.
Right.
You're now
finding that out. Yes.
Where the fuck were you? McGraw's been lying about history since fucking
McGraw, the book.
The fuck?
I'm happy that was a U.S. book. We all had that book. We all had a textbook by McGraw.
Y'all didn't notice McGraw's been lying? Like,
lying, hiding.
What?
Let me tell you something right now. They are not going to be able to rewrite this 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to look for this. Yo, the minute I have kids, bring your history textbook home.
Right now.
Don't leave that shit in the school.
Right.
I paid for it. I want to see it. Bring it home.
Whoever's publishing it.
Whoever
publishing it,
yes,
they can rewrite this.
McGraw.
Yeah.
Listen.
They can publish
and you know what? If they
don't,
it will just be what my mama did with me. You will learn the truth at home. Make your teachers mad. I'll be on standby.
What do you guys think about, like, them opening up schools? Like, I mean, because we're in phase 4 in New York.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm waiting on second wave September.
Yeah. Well, I do think there's
SS. You wait on the SS edition.
I'm so waiting for second wave September. I've already canceled my plans for October. You already know LS. I love Halloween. It is my favorite holiday.
Damn,
I am Halloween so too. Sad.
I know.
So sad.
I know.
So sad. And you know what?
But why
I'm okay.
Did y'all get y'all money back for BeautyCon? Speaking of October.
I never paid for BeautyCon.
You didn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Praise God, my money didn't go through. And then it was like, ooh, canceled. And it was like, wait, I bought a ticket. Chase is like, nope.
You didn't. Oh,
so
nice.
I was actually very blessed on that part. But I don't know, like, I'm sad.
I was going to say, did you?
No, obviously not. But it's not October. I don't turn up until it's the date. Like, for now,
I love Halloween. I love to prepare for it. I love it's a whole vibe.
It is a whole vibe.
Like, this has killed every vibe. But I'm okay with that as long as you stay the fuck inside. And if you're not gonna stay inside, wear a mask. Just be clean. Like, what's wrong? Like, we're not children. We're not children.
They are children. Have you seen these Karens? Those are kids.
Ooh, Karens and Kevins across the world.
Those are kids, you guys. They're upset.
Ooh, and
like a mask.
I just want to shout out Costco
aspect.
Real quick, though. Because your videos and your employees are amazing, holding it down and kicking motherfuckers out of your store when they aren't wearing masks.
And airplanes.
And I appreciate it because I've seen it firsthand on 117 in the mall when you kick somebody out for not having on their mask with their full cart. I'm so happy with Costco. So thank you for that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's about just
Accountability,
protecting, caring, or having sympathy and empathy for other people. And for people to start bringing in the political aspect, like, oh, this is taking my rights away to like
my rights.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
My rights away.
People are sitting here being mad about the wrong thing. Yeah. Right. People are sitting here being mad about the wrong thing. Like, you want something to be mad over? The cops who killed Breonna Taylor still haven't been arrested.
Arrest the cops
and
killed Breonna.
The person in charge of that job is living his best life with his wife, who doesn't look like Breonna Taylor. And it's bringing in some speculation.
But guess what?
Step down, please.
How do you feel like...
I bet you his mom looks like...
Right, but we're not going to get into that because I actually I think Instagram took my comment down.
Oh, you know they love to do that.
Oh my God.
You know they love to do that.
And I challenge it all the time.
Instagram just censor you?
They did.
Yes, they did.
But that's okay because I just wanted it to be known. Like, I just wanted it to be known that Jesus protects Karens, because if I encounter a Karen, then I'm not doing what I've seen other people do. And this is not me evoking violence, but I think that if somebody meets me with violence, I'm going to respond with violence.
Yes.
And if you're not getting out of my way and I ask you, I give you one good warning, because the Jesus in me gives you one good warning. He says, excuse me, ma'am, I'm just simply trying to, because I was raised, you're an elder, so excuse me, ma'am. I'll go about it like that. But if you don't respond with my excuse me, ma'am, then I gotta walk on water. I
gotta perform miracles.
I gotta perform.
My mama told me, my dad
literally Annie pretzel you.
All you gotta do is wait for somebody to swing on you first or touch you first.
I promise you, I'm not waiting for Karens to swing on me first.
I'm not
Take it however you want in this video. I promise you, I'm not waiting for her to hit me first, because Karens ain't gonna hit you first. Karens is gonna talk shit to you, call you niggers, get angry at you, spit on you. They're gonna try to provoke you, and I love that energy, because keep it when I lay you out.
But this is the thing. With everything that's happening, like Black people, and I'm talking about all of us across the board, diaspora included, we need to know the law, and you need to know how to play those things.
True.
Because getting mad in the moment is cool. Punching Karen in the face is cool. But when Karen presses charges on your ass because she's within legal right to, then it's a problem. Like homeboy from Central Park did everything right. Karen. Why?
Como wasn't playing with her though.
But why?
The little bird watching nigga.
Facts.
Como wasn't playing with her. How about this? Como was more offended than the nigga was. I feel like Como was going way harder on her than he was, and it was done to him.
People out here caping and saving the wrong people. Why are you out here caping and saving? Like, the dynamics of what's happening right now when it comes down to race tensions, like racial tensions, period.
Right.
So why are you sitting up here telling the world, like, oh, I don't want her to lose her job. Oh, I'm not going to help you prosecute her. Sir, what?
I've contemplated ordering those background searches for $7.98 where you can pull up everybody's information because all these license plates are just there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's how people get all these information. They pay that one-time fee or that subscription fee to find people with minimum information.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that it's so blatant, and you don't even think of, yo, your license plate is showing.
Yeah.
I can hire someone to find you.
I could do that.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, I know. You're talking about that video of a couple nights ago when that couple was in the
all
truck.
Of them.
Yes.
I'm talking about all of them because honestly, like, we're in an information age where it's like you can find anybody.
True.
Black Twitter can find anybody.
Yo, shout out to Black Twitter.
Shout out to Black Twitter.
Shout out to Black Twitter.
Hard.
They can find
we don't
anybody.
even need detectives at this point.
Kris Jenner doesn't work as hard as Black Twitter.
That's a fact.
But she does work hard.
She does work hard,
Black
but
men.
not as hard as Black Twitter.
She works hard taking down Black men.
Okay, so definitely tonight someone told me that they will vote for Kanye over Trump.
And you're enabling somebody who is having a bipolar manic depressing.
Thank you.
They did not know that Biden was running. Once they did not know that, for me, the conversation was kind of like,
so you're not informed.
Okay. You're not
right.
informed.
You're not informed.
Okay.
You're
but
not
to
informed.
just say that you're going to vote for a maniac,
right?
Not a maniac.
Okay, I'm sorry, a manic depressant.
Someone who's suffering from mental illness.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious. Why are we giving Kanye West all this, like, someone who is suffering, but when it comes down to Azealia Banks, we do not give her anything?
No, we're not.
But we rip Azealia to shreds, y'all.
And we should rip Kanye to shreds. Absolutely.
Period.
I don't... Listen, let me say
But then it's like you can't break down the black man during this time because why?
Yes, you
Black
can.
lives matter.
No, we're not supposed to break anybody down.
Right.
It's simply
But it's just stating the facts.
Kanye needs help.
Yes.
If you care about him, you're going to work toward Kanye needing help.
Yes.
Kanye has money. He can do whatever he wants with it, and he does. The problem is, I don't hear enough narrative on, are we getting Kanye help? Everybody who's manipulating whatever situation, enabling the situation, that I don't agree with. People going, yeah, go Kanye. No, he's literally going through it right now. This is nothing to celebrate. Kanye needs help. I'm not going to bash him because I don't know what it's like to have bipolar
in that
disorder.
environment.
And you know what? It's okay because we clearly see that he's going through something.
Azealia,
but my thing is, like,
I never bashed Azealia either. I loved her.
Yeah, her music, I think she's very talented.
I've never bashed Azealia Banks,
I never
but I have come at her comments when it comes to the gay community.
Oh.
And that is what it is, like.
And then, do we really think that Azealia is actually suffering from a bipolar disorder? Like, I've never heard that in the news that this is what she has. I've just heard people's speculations of it.
Of what she's going through,
somebody
right?
That I wish her all the best, but I don't give her a platform. Same way where Kanye's thing, I can no longer support that man because that just needs to get right.
It does,
I'm going to say this, though, as you say that, because I'm not playing devil's advocate, but I am going to state a nice little fact. The last 2 songs that Kanye West released in the last 2 weeks were fucking fire.
No, that's fine.
And I was so mad because I didn't even know that they were Kanye, and he came in on both those songs like towards the end. So you didn't even know that it was Kanye. So you're like boogieing into this shit, and then here he come in, dun, 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 like, shit.
I didn't even know he was.
I'm not gonna deny his genius.
Is he crazy?
Because Kanye is a genius.
Is he crazy?
Wait a minute. Okay. But it's okay to vibe out to Kanye. It's just like, I'm not going to enable the bullshit. Yeah. But with that being said, I'm also not going to give you any type of anything because you just said that Harriet Tubman didn't free any slaves.
Yeah.
And you might not have meant it that way. He might not have meant it that way.
What he said was that Harriet Tubman freed the slaves to go and work for white people. And that is a fact, you guys. Because at the end of the day, that is... Okay, she did not free them to go work for white people, but she freed them to have the opportunity to work for white people, to have the choice. To have the
grandniece out.
Like to
say something.
That's
how you know
have
you messed up.
Option to do what you wanted to do.
I get what Kanye said.
They had the option,
the
and the
way he said it was wrong.
Yes,
and if
the way he said it was
through this type of mental situation, I cannot enable you because you have too big of a platform where people will take that literally.
And
because somebody will definitely say, "Yo, Kanye said Harriet Tubman ain't free no slaves."
Right.
Obviously, because people are trying to vote for him, and it's just like, wait, what happened?
But then that makes me sad because that means that you don't know that Harriet Tubman, as a free woman, was running back and forth.
Yeah.
Putting guns to niggas' heads who wanted to run back freeing slaves.
Yes.
Like, that makes me sad.
But how dare you
diminish her
proceed
legacy
to disrespect the black woman?
Disrespect
how
her
dare you
proceed
to minimize what the black woman has done? How dare you proceed to do that? Like, I feel like that is what makes me disgusted with him. And because it's such a fight that we're going through right now. We're legit trying to get justice for the black woman. And here you go diminishing us. Not only are you diminishing us, but you're bullying like a 16-year-old or however old she was, a little girl, about having on a mask.
Listen, at this point...
Had a complete breakdown.
There's a lot of things going on in the world.
And at this moment, we can just say a prayer and hope that he gets the help that he should get.
Absolutely. That's all you can do. Like, hope that somebody is going to take care of that.
Yeah. So what are y'all thoughts on this whole, like, Kim should have did more? Or blaming Kim for this break?
That's none of my business. You sleep with that man. That's none of my business.
Same. I can't sit up here and say that I blame her because I don't know the dynamics of what
their relationship, right? Because Jada and Will pulled it one on us, so we don't know how these celebrities work behind the scenes.
Right. So I can't say I blame her.
Right.
But what I will say is that I don't think I think let me just put it out there. If Kanye was my man, my husband, not my boyfriend, not anything like that. If he was my boyfriend and he was like, hey, I'm about to go do this campaign rally after me as a woman going through letting people trying to do like real like justice reform that she's trying to do criminal justice reform.
You're accusing me while I'm doing that of sleeping with a black man.
Exactly. So I'm already doing all this work.
And you knew that before you met me, and now you want to try to treat me like one? Divorce. Okay, no, go ahead.
But no, so I'm doing all of this. I've been doing all of this for months now, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go do a campaign to talk about whatever. Boom. So then he goes, why are you not there with him?
Right.
To drag him off the stage as soon as he started to break down.
Or at least be in some form of control of the situation.
Exactly.
Can we talk about that violation, though? You sat there and told our business?
Yeah.
That's a violation, and I'm sorry.
That is.
I'm pro-choice. That was clearly a discussion between the both of them. Mm-hmm. But that's personal, like.
Yeah.
And women who have been through that type of situation where they had to make that type of choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure every woman who heard that
it's not
felt
so
triggered.
simple the way he made it seem. And that's what kind of hurt me. And that's what made me really understand, like, okay, Kanye is genuinely bugging out. Like, because personally, no man in their right mind is going to say that about their daughter. And I don't doubt that he loves his kids.
Right.
I don't doubt that at all. But that's a very personal thing to come out the woodwork and say. Especially between you and your partner. Like,
but it's really what you've been feeling.
Right.
Absolutely. But then that needs to be communicated between us.
Right, and not the world. But he felt like I already said I didn't want to be on this fucking show. I already said I was never keeping up with you Kardashians, and I fuck with you. I liked you, but I never said I was keeping up with you Kardashians. But y'all threw me on this bitch.
Well, now there's no cameras on him at all.
Oh, now you don't want to sell your husband or your kids because you're afraid that he's going to say something that might just be true, y'all. But he might be crazy, but I think that some of that shit is kind of like, you shouldn't say this to the world, but you might not be off far base.
See, that's the thing. Probably what he's saying is 100% true, and then that's scandalous.
Right.
That is scandalous.
During the Epstein trial, they're over here worried about her, and they should have been worried about Kanye.
Right. That's a separate subject, but they should actually still be worried about her. But anyway, Kanye,
keep them both lifted. Shit.
That's the thing, though. When you're going through something, especially like mental illness and a depressive situation, you tend not to give a fuck about anything that's going on. And it could definitely significantly hurt the person you care about the most when you come down. And that's truly the scariest part about it. Because if he's on a high right now, rampaging, when's his low gonna come?
Right.
What is that gonna look like?
What is that gonna look like?
Right. Quiet. What is that gonna look like? Because this could be mania, or this could be his depressive. But I'm pretty sure it's the mania, considering all the movement.
Or it could be a detox, y'all. Maybe this is like Kanye now without the drugs. Do we like this, or do we not like this when he's quiet and drugged up and just looking at y'all smiling and or frowning, saying nothing really?
I gotta think about that because right now, like I said, he's exposing a lot of like the personal things that him and his like wife went through. Yeah. And one thing that you always want to take sacred, I know from my parents, shout out to freaking 32 years of marriage.
Let's go.
Yes. Shout out to David and Vicky Bird. Thank you.
Lead by example.
Right. Lead by example. There are just certain things like the sanctity of marriage. Like people are not taking that seriously. And I think if he is the type of person that, you know, just like how he talks sometimes or whatever, mm-hmm. I feel like he crossed the line with a lot of the stuff about talking about his relationship. He definitely crossed the line. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I like Kanye crossing the line on personal stuff where you're violating the sanctity of marriage.
Of marriage.
Yeah.
And you say you're a Christian.
Yes, I am.
No, he says. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
you
are.
But yes.
We know you are. Yes.
Amen.
But him too. Yeah, him.
In the name of
Christian, right? You say that you're a Christian.
You believe in God.
And you believe in God. So you should know the things, like how it's supposed to be between man and wife. Mm-hmm. So now you are directly violating that after you had your vows in front of the entire world. Yeah. You are directly violating that moment. So I don't know if I like Kanye right now. I don't know if I like him off his drugs, if he is on them or whatever.
Kanye's been...
I got a question.
Yes.
What?
Y'all ready?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Do we or don't we like Tory right now?
Ooh, nope. I can't. Here's my reason, if I can go first.
Yes.
It's best.
I'm gonna keep it short and quick and simple.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe this won't be short. We'll see. I don't like Tory right now only because the way Meg put out her statement, the way of what she said was this person, and we all know it's Tory, even though she didn't say a name. We all know. This person actually did something against me or whatever to cause me harm.
That's exactly that was her first release statement. She said, at least let me say this, Jay.
Right.
Okay, B, I get that you are Beyonce and you don't be saying nothing, but Jay, can I at least say that the nigga did it on purpose because he was tripping in the most political way? Yeah.
I don't know if Meg had a gun in her purse or anything like that, but the simple
Meg
fact
from Houston,
is...
she might have.
She may have, yes. She may have. So, the fact of the matter, they say, a person caused me harm, whatever. And we know that she was actually shot in the foot. We saw the video of her limping and everything. I can't respect that.
Doing the cha-cha slide for the police. I hate defund the police.
Please.
Okay.
Please defund the police. I can't do it. Same way as what it was. I don't even support Chris Brown right now. Ooh. I can't get with it. I'm not doing that.
He been releasing fucking sonnets ever since. Bro, no matter how many songs you put on this album, we're still gonna know that you beat women.
Right.
You're not gonna be able to sing that out of our fucking heads. Nobody's making it to song 38.
We're not supporting that. We're not caping. And that's the one thing that I have
you got a daughter.
against that guy in Central Park. So you sat up here and caped for this woman. Black men love to go out. And I'm sorry, some of y'all do. Majority of y'all do love to go out and cape for other women. But when it comes down to black women...
Silence.
Right. It's, you have to wait till your favorite sports player does it. LeBron said something. All right, now
Can we talk about that though? This new NBA yes. And this justice for. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, table. Okay. Tory Lanez. Do we like him or we don't like him right now? Because he made amazing music before all of this. And he was really putting on for black women and supporting them no matter what size. And he had a really good show and a great personality.
He supported Lizzo.
I was there for it. So, and we know this. We know that this 5'3". Give a fuck what I say.
What I am going to say is this. Because we don't know exactly what happened.
Beyonce on the elevator.
I am now trying to learn to not rush to conclusions. Mm-hmm. But we're human.
Okay.
As a woman, as a black woman, and as a woman that believes that no means no. Fuck Tory Lanez.
Thank you.
If he shot Megan because she wanted to leave, fuck him. fuck him, because you have no idea how big of a fear and an actual fear that women, fuck black women at this point, women at this point fear that shit on a daily. Now for black women, we fear that shit with everybody. Yep. Like everybody. Like that is a real nigga fear. That is something that girls, like, we think about that shit. We think about ways to fight that shit. We bring things with us in case that ever occurs, hoping to God that it doesn't. That is a real nigga fear.
It is.
And you were somebody she trusted. Yeah. So for somebody you trust and are comfortable with to sit there and fucking violate you, because at this point you shot her. She deserves to shoot you back. You violated. And if it's the story, she was like, give me my phone, nigga. If it's the story of she wanted to leave or she wanted her property back, you are scum, because you are literally the embodiment of everything that black women and most women fear when they go outside, or it's in the back of their mind. And I personally, for me, social media, the statement her bodyguard made was interesting.
It was.
And that's where I was like, it is fuck Tory if this really happened. If there is a black man whose literal job is to be there, he said he wasn't. So we already knew what that was. Anything and everything was happening.
Right.
And he inadvertently named you?
He did.
Impossible, bro. That's that nigga's job. And we all know how bodyguards feel about their artists, especially if they're close. I mean, look at Nipsey Hussle's.
First off, like, you really think that I would be there?
Right. He's like, you really think she would have got shot if I was?
And
like,
that's my thing.
He literally was like, how dare you think that? How dare you? Like, absolutely not. And some of these bodyguards, like, that's their nigga. Like, that's their person. Like,
that's also their money.
So for
that's
you,
their bag.
And for you to sit there and do that when she's been chilling with you and vibing with you,
her, y'all.
And it's like, yo,
and it's her. That's what makes it so wild to me, y'all. Like, if this shit would have happened to anyone else, like homegirl, what's the bad girl baby, the little white one? I would have been like, damn,
we know what you're talking about.
Right, yeah. I would have been like, damn, that sucks. But I mean, it's Meg that gives you nothing but good ass energy. What
Meg
happened?
Is a vibe. Meg
she is
hot.
A vibe.
Meg is hot right
she
now.
Is.
Meg is a young
and
black
she's
woman.
Single.
Y'all can sit
or
there.
Was she not single, y'all? I cannot see Meg fucking Tory. But at any point of these lives, did y'all look at Tory and be like, oh, I know I didn't look at him and be like, oh, because I don't like short niggas like that. Y'all know how to do it. But
I don't know what happened.
I found out that this nigga was 5'1". 3.
I know. Listen,
let's give him 2 steps of respect.
Regardless of what their relationship was, for you to sit there and do that. Now, if you were sleeping with each other, for you to sit there and shoot me and we sleep together, dead fuck you. Dead fuck you. Like, never. Never.
I gave you this yoni steamed pussy.
I don't think Megan. I personally don't think Megan would.
You gotta die.
I don't see that.
And he is
I see Meg climbing. So I don't see
that happening.
Down
and then then, like, if we're cool and we're friends, yo, my nigga, you shot me because I wanted to go home.
You wildin'. But y'all, it wasn't even him.
So
we're gonna see the next time we see Tory, he's gonna be checking himself into a facility.
Like I said, I'm reserving my opinions. But if he did all these things with all these things light up, hell no. Like, I can never support that.
He's receiving like OD death threats right now.
Because you shot the hot girl. And then
our summer was already over, and now
and then those motherfuckers who are sitting there and defending him. There's motherfuckers who are sitting there.
Well, there's people that sit there and defend Chris Styles. So
people are like, yo, she deserved it.
Come on.
That's what I said. I wasn't gonna say his name. I'm like,
we wouldn't say his name. Fuck that. Fuck that. I was like, nah, we gonna say his name. I get. I want to give him energy or a platform or any of that shit. I get it, but. Just know there's people out there still in the comments like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure of it.
Like,
because
why is that?
People love defending these and I know we are done with this word because people keep talking about it, but there are people out there defending toxic niggas and putting them on a platform when it's like, Come on now. Because if any of your, like, if you had a daughter or sister or whatever, and they were in any type of situation like that with any
and weirdly, they feel like they wouldn't be in them. Oh, my sister would never. Oh, my aunt would never.
You never know what you find yourself in. It has nothing to do with the woman. It's everything to do with the
2 weeks later, this nigga giving us a flyer, talk about she missing. Nigga, like, yo, not trying to make jokes about that, but I'm just saying, like, yo, the same ones that be like, my sister would never. Now we gotta repost because she missing. Like, okay, no problem. But, bro, didn't you just tell me, like, oh, never.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
I learned not to take that shit seriously from a personal, like, situation. Because I knew somebody like that. But his sister actually, like, told me something. So when he said what he said, it was like, you have no idea what your sister goes through.
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, I should really tell him. But I'm like, I would never. And I didn't. But it was just like, it was just so fucking ignorant. Like, it's the mere ignorance of it all. Like, oh, y'all don't really, like, y'all don't do that. Yeah. You would never do that. And it's just like, yo, it's not us.
Right.
It's not us.
But that's the thing. That means that they don't talk. Like,
it's
they
not
don't
us, right? Like, it's, but
my little brother
it's
would
the
never.
sheer disconnect.
He knows. He knows how men are.
It's the sheer. But do you see?
And we have a conversation about it.
See, but it's just that though.
Keep
like I've noticed, like
we all have little brothers,
right? But I've noticed, like, young men, like,
shout out to David,
boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, and I feel so sorry about saying this. But boys just fuck up. Like, I'm not saying that girls don't fuck up too, but boys just fuck up
in certain ways.
Fear
that costs
when you have a little brother, like, because I'm not gonna lie,
the fear of a little brother. Oh,
and then it's also, yo, you have to think about, because the thing is, you have to think about, what if my brother does do this,
right?
Because then you're sitting there like, you do know better. What was the disconnect?
Right.
It's the disconnect that fucks me up, because it's so simple. Like,
it'd be so simple.
This year personally, like, I've gone back and contacted, like, a couple of my past abusive relationships. A couple of my
That's exciting. Yes.
And talking to them was, like, almost horrifying.
Wow.
Because I'm just sitting here, like, you know, I'm like, I'm not going to get an apology. I'm not going to get nothing. I'm getting everything under the sun, and I'm so uncomfortable. Because all these men are telling me is that I didn't know. And I'm like, how didn't you know? And we're literally speaking, because at this point I need this.
Right. I'm not yelling.
And it's like,
anger.
I just didn't think about it. Well, what did you think about?
It's so important for niggas to like you.
But then you have to remember, niggas can genuinely think about nothing.
They can.
Like, that's the thing. No, it's funny. It's funny. And it's not an excuse, but it's dead ass a thing. Like, a woman, woman, I could never be like, I know you didn't think about shit, bitch. Talk to me. Yeah. A man will genuinely gone. And still be with you.
You know, okay. So there's a perfect example of that in a Disney movie. Have you ever seen Inside Out? Where they have, like, all of your emotions, like, have different personalities.
Yeah. No, but now I'm going to watch it when I get home.
Yes.
No, it's so good.
It's so good. So in the dad's brain, the mother's brain or whatever, she has all of these different things. Like, he's not listening to us. Like, they have all these different personalities. But in the dad's brain, all of his different personalities are watching sports. And man, like, himself or whatever, he's gone. Because he's technically just replaying sports.
But they're gone.
Yes.
And
that's very true. That if they put in a Disney movie, the shit is true.
The shit is true. The shit is true. It's a cartoon form, but the shit is true.
If I have a question, I'm going to make sure it's fucking answered. So I'm sitting here really, like, talking to my past abusers and past relationships. Questions to get really into it. And it's really hitting me like, y'all motherfuckers genuinely, some of y'all, genuinely had no idea that this was happening. Yeah. And I'm sitting here suffering by myself. Meanwhile, you have no idea. And me telling you this, you're just now suffering. And mind you, I didn't feel bad about that. It was just daunting, like, you dead ass, like, 13 years, 8 years, and now you're going to suffer? Mm-hmm. And then I just learned to live and let God, because that was irritating in its own right.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here
because you think like you should know what you're doing.
And it's just like, and it's not an accountability thing, because I've definitely come at them with like reasons, like this, that, and the third. Like, I'm gonna make sure you know everything so that there's nothing on the table, and I'm not upset about anything because I'm possibly not gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like,
this is a chapter closed.
Yep.
And even some of the relationships that I still have, like, I went off about things that were
but
like.
Isn't that interesting that quarantine brought that? Like, quarantine brought us to
and
really
retrograde. It all happened during retrograde. That shit bugged me out.
Yes, brought us to like not really rekindle, but like let's go back and communicate and see not what's up with it, but just see like, okay, what was broken here, so that I don't take that into my next experience.
Yes, because I had.
But it's learning.
Thing.
But it's learning to make sure that's the next experience, and not, oh, maybe we can do this again.
No. We don't step backwards. We get
not with these ones. I can't think about anybody that I would be like, oh, let me go with this again.
Because I'm not gonna lie, some of the men have upgraded, and I'm in a relationship. I'm happy.
Okay.
But some of the men have upgraded. But literally, it's the universe being like, are you still stupid? And it's like shiny. It's all shiny. It's all shiny, and new. And they have this great perspective. And they know where they fucked up. And it's great. And they want to give you everything. And it's just
these are the men that we see. We're able to see them in their careers now
it's
with
literally
jobs.
the devil. Like, you want the shiny toy? Like, no, nigga, I'm done with this. Like, I learned, like, anything you give me is not okay.
Keep it.
I'm good. Maybe when I'm 80.
Right.
You know, like,
my shit don't work, your shit don't work.
I'm right. At that point,
everybody got, a nice bag on them.
Maybe I missed the boat. I apologize. We here now.
But I'm okay.
Right now, I'm
How
good.
Was yours?
I got my closure.
Listen, I completely read, and I hope and pray that he finds this and he listens to it, because I'm definitely, yes. Okay, anyways, it was good. I literally got out everything that I needed to say to him. I literally told him that as a human being, and I'm now realizing that after I met you since I was 15, but as a human being and growing up with you and growing to see the different stages of you.
Adolescent.
You at 33 years old of age, because he's 33, are disgusting. You are, I literally say, you are a disgusting person.
You write a letter?
Oh, no. I told them this on the phone. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, girl. That one.
Oh,
that's another thing.
That's another Okay.
I'm glad it wasn't just me, though.
Right.
Yeah. I really am.
Right.
Because I was being hit, and I was like, what is going on? No, we are not doing this. We're not dying. We and you are not reconnecting. I'm good.
Brought that about.
It's the devil.
I was the devil. I was like, hey, just checking in.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's what they people alone.
See how you doing?
I'm telling you that you're a disgusting human being.
So you alive? That's cool. Not because I want to see you, just because I just want you to just be like, I wonder how she's doing, so you can see how good I'm doing. I'm hitting you up for me. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. I just want you to see me.
See, that's it. Niggas is genuinely coming knocking on the door like, baby, come back.
Oh.
You can blame it. Oh,
that's why I went back to Cali.
And it's all the devil. It's all the devil.
It is.
Can't come to
I had one of those too. They'd be like, oh.
It's literally the universe just being like, are you stupid? Are you still stupid? Are you going to make this fuck up again?
And you know what? When I went back home, speaking of going back home to one of those situations, I was stupid again. I believe this other nigga, I did. So I had one. I was like, well, you know what? Damn, maybe I can make a long distance relationship work. The universe is like, maybe you can do it. No, bitch. It's quarantine. You just wanted a little dick and you got that shit. And go back home. Go back to New York. Go back home.
This is not your home.
Right.
That's how I felt
tempting as fuck though. When you're in a long-term relationship, it is tempting.
But
literally, what kept me grounded was literally the fact that there's nothing good between us other than the sex.
And that's a good ground.
And I can't be an animal any fucking more. So it's like, no, like, it's not worth it. Like, the sex may be awesome and that, like, whole emotional thing may be cool, but, like, it's the devil. Like, nah, like we did that. It was great. It blew up in frames.
We're not doing
We found love in a hopeless place.
Okay.
Rihanna's whole Redheaded album, like electronics, all that. Like, I'm good. Like, we had a great time. Like,
I have nothing more to give you. Like, yeah.
Go home, Roger.
I'm gonna go ahead and just book this flight home.
Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go home.
So, I'm not gonna lie, quarantine has been interesting.
It has.
In like settling.
I faced
shit.
a lot.
Yeah.
I faced a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I also picked up on like my little vegan cooking skills. I'm not vegan, but I tried some recipes.
Okay.
So I do have those under the belt.
Yes.
I'm excited about.
With.
Yes.
And it works.
So, how do you think we did? I think for the first go round with guests on, I think it was pretty well. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Like, you're more than welcome to attack the comments. You're more than welcome to attack my DMs. All feedback, even if it's negative, it's still welcomed because I could take it, I could dish it, I could take it. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Real ReKap with Callie. Let's play by ear episode 38. What I wanted you guys to take away is that the pandemic brought a lot of negativity, but it also brought a lot of time to really invest in yourself and push towards growth. Pick up a new craft, steam your pussy, spend time with your family, communicate, like work on like any form of, I guess you could say anything that was holding you back prior to that you didn't have the time to do. It brought that about. So despite losing greats such as, Chad Boseman and or Cliff Robinson, despite losing greats like Kobe, despite 2020 being a huge like fuck you, wiping, our greats out, I think that 2020 also showed that you too can be the great. You too can fill the space that it might be missing right now as we are losing those that we did look up to. You can be the person that people look up to. In this sense, I'm going to say this and I'm going to skedaddle because I got it, y'all, like the episode was an hour. But I will say that I was more so like, oh, maybe this isn't the right time to release any content because we just lost Chad. Like, what does that look like? You over here releasing content and doing this and doing that when we are in a time of mourning, when all this is going on, the March on Washington. You have police trying to murder black men and or accomplishing and actually murdering them. All of that is traumatic. 2020 has been traumatic. So in a traumatic year, when do you release content? In a traumatic year, when do you sit there and say, okay, let me come on here and talk to these people? People don't want to be talked to anymore. They want action. And that was my mindset. But at the same time, I can do better in regards to bringing you an uplifting message. People need to hear those affirmations. They need to hear the raw. They need to hear the jokes. They need to hear the funny. They need to see a little ass shake. But they also need the uplift, So that's what I'm here to do for you. So thank you so much for tuning in to the ReKap with Callie. Let's play it by ear episode 38. Until next time.